Well, I said I'd show an example, but the Jing, which I'm using to record this, won't let me record sound from the computer itself. So better to just go to the link yourself and watch it and enjoy. So I'll move on now to my next type. My next category, I do activities in Second Life where I use Second Life as context, just simply as context, and it provides a rich environment. Um, and material for writing and speaking assignments. For example, I might have them go shopping, buy furniture, or decorate a dorm room, and these are the activities that are quite limited in scope and work very well, in fact, with lower level students. An assignment that could follow would be to write a paragraph describing their room. Um, and the outcomes that this addresses, for example, the paragraph, I might ask them to organize the paragraph using spatial organization um, and to use prepositions to describe a space. The way this assignment works is I assign the students roommates, and then we all go shopping at Yadni's junkyard, and I teach them how to go shopping and buy things for 0 lindens, and teach them how to change their clothes and res objects, and then they and their roommates go back to our dorm and decorate their dorm room together, and this requires negotiation and good communication, and then you can see here's an example of what two students did. This is early, they became much more elaborate. This is early in their process, and there's a lot of fun stuff that they put in their rooms. Here's the dorm itself, and if you'd like, you can click on the link yourself later and take a tour. I've given a very brief tour of it. I bought this dorm for 3,000 linens, and it was a pretty good. It's been I resed it and de-resed it a few times, and um, it's worked really well for me. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is using Second Life for mirroring classroom activities. And this I've been doing more at advanced levels. The whole class goes in world and takes turns introducing their avatar and explaining why they chose their particular appearance. Like, for example, I did this in a grammar class in a computer lab where everybody logged into Second Life, and then uh, each student one at a time would come up to the front to the podium and make their avatar stand up and then speak in real time in front of the class about their avatar, while all the other students at their computers were controlling their avatars and making them sit down and listen. So this is mixing two modalities. You could do the same thing with voice if you had the capacity, or if the students knew how to do it. We did have a problem. One guy stood up and took off his clothes and ran around in his underwear and blew kisses at people, and I had to. This brought up the issue of rules and behavior in Second Life. Lots of good learning moments with this, and I've also recorded a lecture in World for my advanced class and posted it for them to preview my lesson or to review our real life class lecture. And it was nice because it allowed me to demonstrate what I was talking about, because I could do things in World that I couldn't show in real life. And some other things that I'm planning to try with my students in the near future is an assignment Dropbox and an Outworld email box, interactive chat board for class discussions, and I've got a link here in case you'd like to take a really brief tour and see what those look like on my little learning space on Evergreen Island. Um, in the next part of my lecture, in the last part of my presentation, I should say, I'd like to kind of go over these things I've just talked about and tell what I found worked the best, and then maybe point out some possible pitfalls.